Look at this crap. According to CNN, 21-year-old resident, there's your three, of Colombia, has confessed to church shootings and wanted to start a race war. Look, that kid couldn't even start a lawnmower, let alone a race war. And look at these guys. What is this? Where are they at? On planet Zoot? What is this? What is this? All of this here, and what's all this get up? Dylan Roof. The suspect, the mass shooting of 9 church leaders at Bible study is one of America's oldest black congregations, has been charged with 9 counts of murders. Dylan Storm Roof. He's got a brother by the name of Storm Drain. You don't see him usually until there's a lot of rain. Has reportedly confessed to carrying out the shootings at Emmanuel AME. Oh, for fuck's sake. Church on Wednesday night. CNN is reporting. Oh, The Guardian cannot confirm this. What a surprise. Guess what? Neither can I, and I don't even work for The Guardian. According to CNN, 21-year-old resident of Columbia, South Carolina, said his motive had been that he wanted to start a race war. But after shooting 9 people, he decided that he should just go home and make s'mores. Roof is being held at Al Cannon Detention Center. Oh, boy. Yeah, where do they get this crap? We will absolutely want him to have the death penalty, she said. Authorities said the Roof was being kept in isolation away from other people at the jail because he doesn't really exist. And, well, the haircut is just so damn cute. We didn't want the other inmates to take on and be copycat because they're just so cute. We'd have to let them out and, well, give them a big hug and a kiss on the way out the door. And it just was going to be a big mess. So we just didn't even bring him here because he doesn't exist. He was also being kept on suicide watch. Well, you're going to have to start watching me because I'm about on the same list as this kid because this stuff is so crazy. For his own protection. New questions. They were also emerging about how Roof acquired the firearm that he allegedly used. Well, I allegedly got it when I allegedly bought it with allegedly the money that I allegedly stole from a guy that was allegedly a millionaire. Allegedly, he never existed, so allegedly I never shot anybody because allegedly I never had the gun. Can I go now? Relatives have indicated that he was given a Glock handgun by his father in April as a birthday present. Yeah, the father wanted him to use the kid to use it on him, so he couldn't use him as his father anymore. But CNN law enforcement officials, familiar with the details, said that he had told officers he bought the gun recently from a gun shop. What's going on in this country? What, you can just walk into a gun shop and buy a gun these days? What's this world coming to? Relatives have indicated. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that already. This story is so boring. I'm rewriting. Oh, here's a better picture of this kid. Now there's a face. There's a face no mother could love. Way to go, kid. Let's see. He had been planning something like that for 6 months after a massacre that killed 9 black churchgoers. Let's see. That's a good face. That's a good look for that kid. I like that. Goes good with the haircut. Lookalike wannabe Justice Beaver was arrested after allegedly shooting 9 people that allegedly never existed. Allegedly. Let's see. It has sent shockwaves across the U.S. as the nation confronts the breaking price over race and gun violence following yet another mass shooting. Yes, a mass shooting. You're getting that right, because we're talking about stuff that they're doing inside of a freaking reactor. Mass shooting. They're firing atoms at mass. Hundreds of people gathered to pay their respects outside Emmanuel Church, the scene of the shooting on Thursday evening, with more prayer services held throughout Charleston. A day after the massacre, labeled a hate crime by South Carolina police, a portrait of Roof as apparently a committed racist building from interviews with associates of the young man, shown in Facebook photos wearing a jacket bearing the flags of the former white racist regime of South Africa and Rhodesia. Yes, most of the Rhodesian soldiers used to walk around with this face like this, and I told them to stop it or their face would stay like that. You see, I told you and you didn't listen. Now look at you. You're on the news and you look like a complete fool. I told you to stop it, honey. When you're a child, I said, don't make that face. If you make that face, it'll stay like that, and then you'll be the laughing stock when you kill 9 people in South Carolina. Now look at you. You're embarrassing your mother. I gotta say, I like the haircut, though. You finally took my advice and got that click, click. Joseph Meek, Jr., a childhood friend who saw Roof the morning before the shooting, said the pair had never discussed race growing up. But when they recently reconnected, Roof told him blacks were taking over the world and someone needed to do something about it for the white race. He told the Associated Press. Oh, who told him that? Muggs McGinnis over here or the other kid? He said he wanted segregation between whites and blacks. I said that's not the way it should be, but he kept on talking about it. Meek said that when he woke up Wednesday morning, Roof was at his house, sleeping in his car outside. Also, he used the bathroom, which he referred to as an indoor outhouse. Its license plate bearing the Confederate flag. Later that day, Meek said he had some friends, had gone by to a nearby lake, but Roof stayed behind, decided he'd rather see a movie. Which was Mystic Pizza, by the way. The next time he saw Roof was in a surveillance camera photos distributed by police in the aftermath of the killing. I knew it was him, Meek said. A roommate, Dalton Tyler, said Roof had been planning something like that for 6 months. Also, I'd like to add that the haircut is atrocious. He was big into segregation and other stuff, Tyler told ABC News. He said he wanted to start a civil war. That's 3 times he wanted to start a civil war in the same story. This guy is dedicated. He said he was going to do something like that and then kill himself. Not necessarily in that order. He said Roof had been on and off with his parents. There's another reference to power. But then he had previously bought him a gun. He hadn't been allowed to take it with him until this week because they were having hot school lunch and they were going to have lasagna, and he hated lunch lady Doris. Roof's uncle, Carson Cowell, said the gun was a .45 caliber pistol and been a gift. The introverted young man's 21st birthday. Should have been intro-perverted. I said he was like 19 years old. He still didn't have a job, a driver's license, or anything like that. He just stayed in his room a lot of the time. I don't have any words for it. Nobody in my family has seen anything like this coming. What a dope. High school contemporary John Mullins told the Daily Beast. Guys, if this doesn't tell you how goofy this is, the Daily Beast. Where do they do their voting? At the county nutsack? He made a lot of racist jokes, but you don't really take them seriously like that. You don't really think of it like that. But now he said it seemed that the things he said were kind of not joking. Richard Cohen, who swears up and down he's not Jewish, the president of the Southern Poverty Law Center, said Roof was not known to his organization, which tracks hate crimes across the U.S., but based on his Facebook page, he appeared to be disaffected white supremacist. Others expressed surprise at Roof's crimes. I never thought he'd do something like this. A high school friend, Antonia Metz, told AP, or an ape. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I don't know. It's Associated Press. He had black friends. Meek's mother, Kimberly Conzi, whatever, described him as a sweet kid. He was quiet. He only had a few friends, she said. And none of them had a haircut quite like his. This ends this chapter of this story. Just tune in next time when we find out, does he let his hair grow out? Does he shave his ball sack? And is he really a man? Dun dun dun! Shut up!